Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, June 28, 2022. Today's transits support your domestic or practical affairs. More tolerance might emerge in your close relationships, or you're finding the home environment more balanced and supportive. At the same time, you're entertaining new or different ways of doing things, and this openness can be integral to making improvements. Decision-making feels natural today, and you could feel freer in your self-expression or more courageous on a mental level. You have a bit more faith in your business goals or prospects with money and income. There may be some complications today concerning close personal relationships. You may feel that you just can't quite get through to someone important. The celestial alignment indicates that you may be slightly fearful of approaching someone concerning an important subject. If you can overcome your fear, you have a good chance of bridging the gap. Take a breather. You deserve to rest after a long work week when the moon in Taurus stations void of course this afternoon. Yes, it is tempting to chip away at your household chores and other domestic duties to seize the day. But taking a moment to relax can help you recharge for work. There will be plenty of inspiration to bounce off of once the moon enters multifaceted Gemini later in the day. When the moon is in Gemini, that is when you should begin working on a few projects at once. You could find yourself in the middle of a battleground today. Family members could be complaining about tasks that are piling up around the house. Budgeting matters could become an area for heated discussion. Try to be patient and don't let other people's stress affect you. You might get some ideas about how everyone could pull together as more of a team. Make some suggestions at the appropriate time, perhaps when people's emotions have cooled a little. You have to face up to an inner test of strength, constantly pressured by other people's problems. They might even hurt your feelings or wind you up. Take a constructive approach to this difficult situation by seeing it as an opportunity to strengthen your own position and to emerge from the argument with greater self-confidence. You'll surprise yourself with some weirdly out-of-character behavior and you might attract the very person you've been eyeing all night. You have every right to simply have fun with others, but with this attitude you rarely experience the feeling of true love. Being a great heartbreaker limits your experiences, not allowing anyone to break through the barrier you place around yourself. You feel sad and lonely and wonder what it is you're missing. You might wake up this morning feeling ready to take on the world. A sense of excitement, enthusiasm, and purpose could fill your soul, yet you might wonder where it's coming from, as nothing has really changed since yesterday. Don't waste time mulling over it, however, just harness it. Tackle a class or exercise program. Start a project you've been considering. This energy is generated from deep in the unconscious, but should certainly be channeled into the conscious world. Talk things over with a coworker or buddy today. With the atmosphere so rich in the spirit of a vibration, you can't go wrong by running things past another person. This is especially the case if you are in doubt about something or just need a little encouragement. Don't hesitate to ask for help either. This essence favors any scenario where two people work together and help each other out. The time you spend doing this can see you with better results in the end. A lot is happening in the heavens this week, including the moon wrapping up its first visit to Gemini since your birthday month ended just as Venus is spending her first and Mercury his last full week in your sign. Over the last few days, this has put intuition, heart and mind on the same page, allowing you to look to the future with confidence and in a more balanced way. This is also giving you an intuitive edge as Neptune turns retrograde in your career sector today, opening the doors to untapped professional potential just as they are opening to new income potential. At the same time that Venus, the planet of love, is spending her first full week in Gemini and Mercury his last, the moon wraps up its monthly visit. This is the moon's only visit while Venus is here, with a chance to become more emotionally engaged as she works to update your romantic and relationship desires and expectations, and as Mercury works to get the communication lines open. Our eyes in the sky. If you've been feeling down and somewhat isolated lately, it's time to leave those feelings behind and make more of an effort to interact with others today. And if you're the cheery type or typically a very social person, you'll be totally in your element, because all kinds of people can benefit from the day's upbeat Moon-Jupiter sextile energy. When this cheery, honesty-promoting lunar aspect shows up, it encourages happiness, joy, cheerfulness, good fortune, harmony, and all that other good stuff the universe is capable of conjuring up when the right planetary bodies are aligned in just the right way. A difficulty expressing our emotional needs generates conflict on an inner, psychological level. No matter how we seek to right the ship, our efforts fall short, causing us to feel inept and angry. On the surface, it may seem like we are facing a straightforward dilemma, yet challenging incidents, events, or interactions are really intended to serve as catalysts for deeper reflection and reconciliation of past wounds. It is now time to take responsibility for our feelings and to stand up for ourselves. With any luck, we can do this without taking our frustrations out on those who may simply be in our line of fire at the wrong time. Aim to be as intentional as possible in your words and deeds to unravel insecurities without creating collateral damage. New friendships are an extra special potential bonus to come out of this special meeting, so you'll be drawn to people who share similar views, hobbies, or attitudes. Opening yourself up to new and different opinions is beneficial under this cosmic landscape too, but embracing them is more of a temporary learning experience and probably won't lead to any type of long-lasting change in your life. Which is totally okay. You do you. After midnight, the Moon conjuncts Venus, creating a romantic atmosphere. This meeting in chatty Gemini stimulates both our emotions and intellect, intensifying our social sensibilities. The mind is seen as a gateway to the heart. What we communicate is important, but extra emphasis should be placed on the tone in which we share our message. If our demeanor is pleasant and we express genuine curiosity about what another person says or believes, we can form powerful connections and engender real bonds. This is an ideal influence to link up with old friends or make new ones. We might also attract a new love interest. And the best way to get their attention will be to make it clear that you are not only listening to them, but that you hear them, and will remember the specifics later. At dawn, the Gemini moon sextiles Jupiter in Aries, amplifying the day's good vibes. This aspect strengthens our inquisitiveness and idealism, giving us the confidence to make friends and influence people. We might use this aspect to gain exposure for our views or positions, or to network with people in positions of authority. We can also spotlight our leadership skills and define our niche in a field of expertise. Although we have a great deal of knowledge to share with others, we can be reticent to claim our proficiency or skill sets. Jupiter in bombastic Aries grants us the self-assurance to put ourselves out there, even if we are typically shy. The more people who are magnetically drawn into our sphere, the more connections we will have to support our causes. It can't hurt to have those in our corner who want to see us succeed.